So the police done took a break from jacking up black boys and brothers. Now they're going after the sisters. Alright, y'all, I felt I had to speak on this just because I'm the father of a teenage daughter myself, and this kind of hit home to me. I just found out through Jamie Foxx's Instagram, he posted a picture of the young lady. Her name, if I have it correctly, is Taylor Bailey, I think her name is. I'm probably wrong about that, but I know her first name is Taylor. And, of course, this has to be in Florida. She was in an altercation at school, and it's up for debate. We don't have all the facts on that. Only thing we saw in the clip of the video was her being body slammed by a police officer. So there's some saying that there was a fight. There was some saying it was a verbal altercation. I don't give a damn. Okay, but you know how this is. Whenever something happens like that, you're always going to have those back the blue people saying that, well, she should have just complied. You know, they're not showing the whole video. It was edited. You know, she did. This is a 16-year-old girl. She's not a 16-year-old female bodybuilder. She's not a 16-year-old fucking MMA fighter. She is a 16-year-old female that got body slammed by a grown man. If I'm the father, all right, I'm not trying to be a tough guy, but my job is to protect my babies, okay? My daughter gets slammed like that. That motherfucker has to see me, you know. I know he's a cop. I can't, do nothing to a cop. But listen, take that badge off. Let's get down. Because you're going to have to straighten me on this. And I ain't saying I'm going to win. But for you to body slam a 16-year-old girl, you got to be a punk. Now, growing up, I don't know about y'all, but growing up, I was raised, you don't put your hands on no females. Under no circumstance, okay? Worst case scenario, if you have to restrain them or just grab them, that's what you do. I had a fight with a cousin one time, a long time ago. And if she's watching, I know she's going to know who I'm talking about. A female cousin of mine was about 4 years younger than me. Okay, she's smaller than me. She got mad about something that I did. Okay, I was messing with the little brother. I was trying to eat his pancake or whatever. And she didn't like that. So she attacked me. She came throwing hands, coming at me. All right. Now, even though I'm older than her, we're almost the same height. So she's coming at me physically. If I was this cop, I probably would have took her and earth slammed her. Brock Lesnar, F5, wow. No, I grabbed her in the chicken wing. You remember that move, the crossface chicken wing? I grabbed her and I restrained her. I said, yo, you calm? Are you calm? Are you calm? And I gave just enough pressure to let her know I am stronger than you. Stop. I don't know how they train these police officers. I've never been to a police academy before, but I don't know if there's part of the training where they say when it comes to women, don't do this or don't do that. But lately, I've been seeing these police officers, these grown-ass men, slamming girls. And it's funny, I kind of went down a rabbit hole on YouTube because I was trying to find the video on YouTube, and I ended up going down a rabbit hole of multiple videos showing the same situation of black females getting body slammed by these police officers. And all I'd have to say is, y'all are some punks for doing that. Now, I just want to say this. I don't too much care for the police, but I know we need them. So I'm not part of the crowd that says defund the police and all that shit. But it's like you have to be a fucking punk. I keep saying that word. I have to call it how it is. To slam a female. On top of that, a 16-year-old girl. What the hell could she have done to you, man? Okay, let's say for the sake of argument, okay, worst case scenario, let's say she was in a fight. And he had a hard time breaking the fight up. And she's swinging wild, and she hits him a couple of times. Boom, 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 boom. You telling me in all your training, all your expertise in diffusing situations, you couldn't grab that girl. You couldn't grab her or even put her up against the wall. Stop. He picked her up and came with, her head hit the ground so hard, I felt it. And when they reported it on the so-called liberal media, as y'all motherfuckers like to say, they said that she had suffered a concussion, but she's okay. And said the officer suffered minor injuries. When I was going to school, which was a long time ago, I've seen a lot of fights. All right, back then, we didn't have no police officers in the school. We had lunch aides, we had staff, we had teachers, we had people that could break fights up. All right, there was a brother at middle school and high school, I believe. No, it was mostly middle school, named Big Fred. Big Fred was like 6'4", 6'5", big dude. sweetheart of a guy, but he knew how to break a fight up without hurting anybody. I've seen him break up so many fights. He'll just pick you up and just like, hey, sit down. You know, nobody ever got hurt. I've seen so many girl fights at my school, and I've never seen a girl get handled like that by any teacher, by any staff, by anybody. All right. But now we have a thing where police officers are at schools, and I know with school shootings, I know we need them, I guess. But you telling me there was no other way you could have handled that girl. All right. You could have handled Taylor by just restraining her. Like what I did with my cousin, cross-faced chicken wing. Calm down. You know, the cross-faced chicken wing, like I said, I had one arm here, and I had the other arm, I had her arm behind her back. And I just, like I said, I just put enough pressure behind her back, like, hey, stop. I didn't hurt her. She didn't say she couldn't breathe or nothing. She was just like, let me go, let me go. But eventually she calmed down. You telling me there was no other way you could have did that? And of course, I know in the comments, people are going to be, well, she shouldn't have resisted. Well, you don't know the whole story. Well, she was a problem child. She got into a lot of fights. Well, she broke a teacher's nose one time. You know, she's no saint. There's always a reason to justify what happens to you know, black people that get fucked up. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure the Oreo crew are going to cover this. You know the Oreo crew, Tatum, Jericho Green, and ABL, and the conservative twins and all the motherfuckers. You know, they're going to make a video saying that, well, you know, it wasn't excessive force. She should have complied. And it's the parents' fault. The parents raised her to be disrespectful to the police. And that's why she got what she got. And I listened to Tatum one time. You know, you're probably saying, why do you still listen to Tatum if you don't like him? Because it's almost like a train wreck. You can't take your eyes off of it. You know what I'm saying? I just have to see what stupid shit's going to come out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, how is he going to top the level of stupidness that he says? And I watched one video where he talked about, you know, black lives don't really matter because, you know, if black lives really mattered, what about the black on black crime? You know, the 8-year-old little black girl that got shot in the drive-by. How come people don't listen? You only bring this stuff up when shit like this happens with a police officer. So you take your focus off of that and you say, well, hey, a little black girl got shot in the hood, but you're not talking about that. If it wasn't for this police doing what they did, you wouldn't be talking about it. People like Tatum only talk about either Trump or how white people are treated wrong, and that if it was somebody white, you know, they wouldn't get away with stuff that black people get away with. People like him are a fucking disgrace. He makes me fucking sick. You know what I'm saying? So, are you in the hood? Do you go to the hood? Do you try to do anything to help the hood in the black on black crime? No, you just want to bring that up to sell your narrative of there's no such thing as systematic racism. There's more black people that kill black people than police officers, and your white followers believe it and they follow. They say, well, it comes from a black guy, so it is true. And no, a black guy said it. We didn't say it. So you get the validation from your white viewers, and not just him. I'm talking to all the motherfuckers. You get the validation from your white viewers, and it gives them the reason to talk about an ass, which I don't give a shit, but it is. So I'm pretty sure when they make a video about this, they're gonna say, well, what about that little black boy that got killed in the drive-by? You know, the stuff that's going on in the hood. Nigga, you don't care about the hood. You don't. You care about your white buddies that you go bowling with, all right? People like Tatum and them, they remind me of the Wesley Snipes character in King of New York. He was the only black guy in his police fucking in the precinct or whatever with the detectives. He was the only black guy and they had a white wife and everything. You know what I'm saying? Black as can be, but wanted to be so white. That's them niggas. Anyways, y'all. Justice for Taylor. If I got the name wrong, I'm going to put it in the little title, you know, fix her name. Yeah, thanks to Jamie Foxx for bringing light to this, because this needs to be talked about. This needs to be put out there, you know what I'm saying? Justice for her. But we know how this we know how this goes. Even the sheriff got on TV and said, well, you know, it was justified. She didn't comply. So because this 16-year-old child, who was a minor, can't even go to grown-up jail yet unless she kills somebody. So because she resisted, because she didn't comply, that gives him the right to body slam a child? That's somebody's child, man. Are you fucking crazy? He's going to get off, most likely. He's going to get off. He's going to get back to work and do this shit again, probably. Man, look here. I know we need police officers, y'all, but right now, I'm on my fuck the police shit. I don't give a damn, y'all. I know we need them. I know if something happens, I would have to call them, but I don't fuck with them. I mean, if I can avoid calling them, I would. That would be like the absolute last resort. I just don't fuck with them, man. So yeah, as a father, that pissed me off. My daughter is tall, okay, and you know she looks older than what she is. She's about to turn 16, but she looks older than 16. You know, that could have easily been my baby that got body slammed like that. You know, for being a fucking kid. Kids do stupid shit, all right? You know, she wasn't a grown-ass woman that knew what the fuck. She's a fucking child, man. Children do dumb shit. They fly off the handle, they do whatever. You can't restrain them. I've never seen a girl in my school get manhandled like that by no grown-up. You kidding me? The fuck out of here. Yeah, as if I don't know who that girl daddy is, but look, find that motherfucker, tell him to take his badge off and let's go. I'm gonna beat your motherfucking head in. Straight up. Anyways, y'all, what do you think about this whole situation about this girl getting slammed here in my state of Florida? Comment freely below. If you like and did the content, hit that like and subscribe notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video. Some bullshit.